All right, welcome everyone to this incredibly exclusive behind the scenes explainer. Listen, if you're a founder, an agency owner, or literally anyone whose job it is to actually bring revenue into a business, you're in exactly the right place today. As marketing strategists, we get the absolute privilege of looking under the hood of hundreds of different businesses. And let me tell you, then is one universal bottleneck, a real monster of a problem that keeps entrepreneurs awake at 3 a.m. Well, today we're bringing you a high energy sneak peek into a definitive step-by-step roadmap designed to completely obliterate that bottleneck. We aren't just doing a dry book report here, no way. We're giving you an insider's look at the actual, highly guarded frameworks inside a brand new, absolute secret weapon of an ebook. So let's get right into it. First, I want you to picture this scenario and just tell me if you've ever felt this. Your phone rings, it's a new client, and they desperately want your services. You nail the pitch, the contract gets signed, that sweet deposit finally hits your bank account, and for a moment you feel entirely on top of the world. And then absolute crushing silence. Crickets. Weeks pass by, the phone just stays quiet, and your confidence completely crumbles right alongside your cash flow. This right here is the core pain point addressed in the definitive playbook we're unlocking today. It's called Turn Sales into Predictable Growth, and it's available over at $5ebookhub.com. It serves as the ultimate step-by-step blueprint to fix that exact agonizing cycle once and for all. Okay, let's dive into this, because that feast or famine roller coaster, it destroys more small businesses than any economic downturn ever could. It's wild. One month you're so swamped you're literally turning away clients. The next month you're staring at the ceiling, completely panicked, wondering how on earth you're going to make payroll. The text points out a really brutal reality. Most small business owners treat their sales process like a slot machine. You pull the lever, you squeeze your eyes shut, and you just hope for the best. Sure, sometimes you hit the jackpot, but most times you don't. And when you don't, you blame the market, or bad luck, or the algorithm. But as you're about to see, the real problem is actually completely within your control. Early on in the introduction of this ebook, there is this incredible aha moment where the author reveals a truth that completely changes how you view your entire business. They say, you don't have a sales system, you have sales chaos. Wow. That quote hits hard, doesn't it? I mean, what separates the businesses that are just barely scraping by from the ones that are thriving and scaling up? It's not about having the most raw talent or the best luck or even the best product, honestly. It is entirely about having a predictable, repeatable system that generates revenue on demand. While everyone else is out there just praying for referrals, the absolute most successful entrepreneurs are quietly building machines. And honestly, that is exactly the transformation waiting for you inside this source material. We're going to walk you through the literal step-by-step roadmap that cures this whole feast or famine cycle in just 90 days. You can forget about that high-level, dry academic theory. This explainer is going to show you how to move away from reactive, exhausting hustle and step into proactive, predictable growth. We're going to systematically move through the chapters right now to reveal the exact tools that will change your business trajectory forever. So, in Chapter 2, there is this total paradigm shift. The author reveals that rejection is simply data. It's not a personal failure. And wow, this completely changes how you view sales conversations. I mean, we've all got that mental image of the pushy, stereotypical used car salesperson, right? That mental block creates so much internal conflict and self-sabotage for founders. But this text completely flips the script. True selling isn't about manipulating or convincing people to buy things they don't even want. It's about becoming a trusted advisor and genuinely helping them solve their problems. Once you make that mental shift, you stop pushing products and you start diagnosing issues. Suddenly, every no you get just becomes incredibly valuable feedback to tweak your approach. It completely removes all the emotional sting of rejection. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the ebook actually provides this exact framework as a tangible worksheet. This isn't just theory. It acts as a literal cheat sheet for your sales conversations. You could print this out and tape it to your desk. It shows you exactly how to structure your discovery calls so that you are listening 80% of the time and speaking only 20%. Instead of just throwing features at the wall and seeing what sticks, you are guiding your prospects through a highly psychological, collaborative journey. Let's actually walk through this spin framework because, guys, this is where the magic happens. You start with situation questions, just gathering the basic facts to understand where they're at right now. Then you gently move to problem questions, getting them to actually articulate their challenges and what's broken. Then comes the absolutely crucial third step, implication. You ask them about the deeper cost of not solving these problems. Like, how is this bleeding into their bottom line? Finally, the fourth step, need payoff. This is the ultimate breakthrough moment. By asking them what it would mean to their team to actually fix this issue, the prospect literally articulates the benefits in their own words. They effectively sell themselves on your value. You aren't pushing them at all. They are actively pulling themselves toward your solution. It's brilliant. So the crucial point is that once you have these incredibly effective conversations mastered, you simply can't be doing everything manually. You'll burn out. In Chapter 5, the author drops this jaw-dropping statistic. You can actually automate 60% of your sales follow-up without losing an ounce of that personal touch. By implementing a smart CRM, whether you're using HubSpot, Zoho, Pipedrive, whatever, you can completely eliminate the endless hours spent on manual data entry and the anxiety of wondering if a warm lead is slipping through the cracks. The text heavily emphasizes automating the routine stuff so you can keep the actual relationship building highly personal. And this brilliantly illustrates how to put that 60% automation right into practice. This is the 30-day engagement strategy timeline, pulled directly from the ebook itself. Think of it as a plug-and-play, day-by-day sequence to nurture your leads without ever sounding pushy or like a generic robot. Check this out. Day 1, you deliver immediate value. Day 3, problem identification. Day 7, solution orientation featuring some success stories. Day 14, you bring in the social proof. Day 21, a deep dive case study. Day 28, a direct call to action. And finally, Day 30, a final value add. It is a fully mapped out automated sequence that quietly works behind the scenes to keep your prospects warm while you focus your energy on actually closing deals. Let's move to and see how this builds into the ultimate action plan. Here we are looking at the 90-day sales transformation roadmap, and we need to talk about the premium gap here. Why does having this curated 3-phase visual roadmap completely beat spending hundreds of hours stumbling down the contradictory rabbit hole of Google searches? Because Google just gives you scattered, disconnected tactics. This ebook gives you a fully integrated system. Month 1 is all about foundation building. Month 2 is process implementation. Month 3 is optimization and team development. It literally tells you exactly what to do and, far more importantly, what sequence to do it in, so you don't get overwhelmed and just abandon the whole process halfway through. Now, we need to talk about a really hard truth for a second. According to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics data cited right in the text, 24.2% of small businesses fail in their very first year. That's a quarter of them gone. And a massive portion of those failures stem from one single root cause. The owners remain trapped in reactive hustle rather than building out predictable revenue systems. They hustle, they burn out, and eventually the cash flow just dries up. The cost of doing nothing, of just improvising your sales process every single morning you wake up, isn't just stressful. It is statistically dangerous to your survival. So this leaves you with a massive, highly provocative question that you have to answer for your own business today. Are you going to keep paying the ultimate cost of doing nothing? Will you keep wasting your valuable hours Googling for disjointed advice, treating your revenue like a slot machine, and just hoping the feast or famine cycle magically fixes itself? Or will you grab the absolute cheapest, highest ROI business insurance available to you right now? Having a proven 90-day blueprint curated by an absolute expert is the ultimate shortcut. It completely bypasses the brutal trial and error that causes so many incredibly promising businesses to go under. You've seen the psychological frameworks, you've seen the 30-day automated timelines, and you've seen the 90-day step-by-step roadmap. So ask yourself, if your business isn't growing predictably right now, whose system are you really following? Please do not let your pipeline go quiet again. The cost of staying stuck in chaos is infinitely higher than the cost of implementing this system. Head over there right now and grab this secret weapon for yourself. $5ebookhub.com. Fuel your mind for less than the cost of a morning coffee.